What up, Black Hive family? Today is Friday, March 20th, 2020's WOD. We've been welcomed into CrossFit Black Hive Southside by Daniel and his crew, so we appreciate you letting us use your whiteboard to get the explanation out. I even think Daniel's gonna be so kind as to demo the WODs for us. Today we have, for a strength, 20 alternating Turkish get-ups. It's pretty ambiguous. We left it that way because Turkish get-ups are more about skill to build strength. So coach is gonna demo that Turkish get-up for you. You wanna use a weight that's conducive with 20 alternating Turkish get-ups. This is not a fast movement. This is something you wanna take a lot of pride in the form of getting up from the ground into the overhead position with the kettlebell, but you also wanna take a tremendous amount of pride in coming back down to the ground in a reverse manner. So make sure you're focusing on coming up, getting that kettlebell over your head, but also getting back down to the ground into that start position and then swapping that kettlebell over to the opposite side. So again, a lot of skill here, not really trying to focus on going super heavy. That's why we did not put any kind of weight limitations here. We want you to feel comfortable on getting that shoulder strength. The WOD for today is 4 time, 18.3-ish, 100 double unders, 20 overhead squats at 115.75, 100 double unders, 12 ring muscle ups, 100 double unders, 20 alternating dumbbell snatch at 55 and 35, 100 double unders, and then 12 bar muscle ups. On our dubs, with this number of double unders, we realized that the overall community as a whole isn't super proficient in being able to do 400 double unders, so we want to make sure that we give you some different options. You could go in this as an AMRAP mentality. All right, so I'm gonna go as many reps as possible unbroken at a time. Maybe you do 4 sets. If you can do 4 sets of 25, that's great. Just try and get them unbroken and give some thought to working on that skill. Maybe you're at 15 or 16 is your PR. Maybe you turn this WOD into something where I wanna get 25 around unbroken, and you work through that until you get those 25. You could also do an AMRAP and then just finish the 100 set with singles. So I could come in and go, okay, I got 2 or 3. I just want to get 6 or 7, and I'm just going to finish out the rest of my 100 with single unders. The other option is you can modify just the overall number. So if it's pretty exhausting, it's really not an issue, the double unders, but it just seems like it's going to take you forever to do them. You can modify them to 25, 50, 75 double unders, whatever you feel comfortable with. This is a real opportunity to skill build on those 100 double unders. We're going to move on to 20 overhead squats. So in my mind here, with 115 and 75, this is gonna be a push and a hard push to be unbroken. So if you wanna get 20 overhead squats unbroken, it's gonna tax those shoulders. Maybe we just limit the weight down to a lighter load. Or we go with 2 sets of 10 with very little rest between the 2 sets of 10. Again, little rest means less than 20 seconds in between sets of 10 of those overhead squats. Going back into that same mentality for the 100 double unders, whichever modification you decide to go with. And then we're going to 12 ring muscle ups. Muscle ups are a skill as well as a strength. Some people just don't have the skill, but they definitely have the strength. Some people have the strength, but they just don't have the skill. So those things can kind of work out. What we recommend is 12 ring rows, 12 ring dips if you just don't have the strength. So the pull should be thumbs to the hip, which is where you want to end before that transition. And then the ring dip is going to give you that strength once you do make the transition. If you are right there at the cusp of getting a muscle up, we should be talking a little bit here. We're going to spend a lot of time in the strength and the skill with the Turkish get-ups. So coach probably is going to spend a whole tutorial on the muscle up, but reach out, ask them for a modification that's going to help you with the transition and try and get you working on that skill. But overall, modification, 12 ring rows, 12 ring dips. Back to 100 more double unders or whatever your modification may be, into unbroken 20 dumbbell snatches. So grabbing that dumbbell from the ground to the overhead position, swapping at the ground and coming back up with the opposite hand, unbroken. I mean, I think a lot of people here at Black Hive can handle this weight. If not, maybe your shoulders just aren't feeling it. Whatever the case may be, just modify the weight a little bit. But again, don't stop moving that dumbbell. And then we're gonna come back to another double under set or whatever the modification is, back to 12 bar muscle ups, which is somewhat the same stimulus between the ring row and the bar muscle up. You just have a static versus a rigid piece of equipment. We recommend 12 chest to bar pull-ups, unbroken if you can, 12 regular pull-ups, unbroken if you can. We'll break those sets up as you see fit. If you need to modify with a band, we talked about that band modification going across the J-cups. Try to be safe, don't flip out wrapping them up around that pull-up bar is probably the less optimal option. So we want to look at doing this WOD. This is going to be a long burner. This is going to really range quite a bit just because of the jump rope itself. So I'm not going to give you a time on this. In my opinion, I haven't really done it, but I would say coach is probably going to try to get this into a 25-minute time cap on the clock. So think in terms of what you really choose here on the double under. This is a double under workout. This is not an overhead squat, ring muscle up, snatch, bar muscle up workout. This is truly a double under workout. So think about what you really want. Do I want double unders and try and get the rest of the workout done, burn some sweat, or am I gonna try and just get this workout and crush it? I can't wait to do this one, and I can't wait to get my score on the board. This is my jam. I hope it's yours too, and I hope to see your score on the board as well.